Gentlemen, and as we get into this first game of the first series of the day here on the Ember stream of DreamLeague Season 20, TSM versus Evil Geniuses. I mean, and also, do you think that sort of Mag last pick from TSM, was that planned? Or was that just kind of, well, Mag's left, let's go for it? Or do you think it looks like it was always something that would have been a part of the plan of their lineup?
So hard right clicker, strength, well, quote-unquote strength, now universal, obviously, but it's a good matchup and has always been kind of in a way versus the AM of scaling. When the Magnus was able to be played from like the mid carry role or the safe lane carry role, hasn't of course been too much time for that, but when it is, it's a very similar concept of just this beefcake, like this super beef hero versus the AM. So, but and again, like I said, I don't know if it's gonna actually hit because it just feels like there's a lot of farm needed on the 3 cores for TSM. Kind of interesting, Pakaz. Not something you see too often, but starting with a blood grenade on AM.
Yeah, I mean, I guess because he feels he's going to have that matchup against what I would imagine Kasani, unless they do some sort of lane switching up. I mean, Smarto's down. He's going to head into the portal. As the anti-mage, if there's the chance that this Medusa steps up, maybe they can find some sort of first blood opportunity.
Yeah, and look at Pakaz. He's being super careful. Not skilling yet because he knows the SD is going to be hunting and stuff, so, yeah. He saved the skill point.
He was prepared for this.
Yep. See you later, nerds.
Are you even trying?
He's super prepared for it. Nicely done. 2 free stick charges. Does mean the Kasani's level 1 is going to be a lot better, of course, because he's not going to get like tapped or anything like that, but there is a tech that's going to be hitting him.
Yeah, I mean, if Kaz and Panda hit 2 before Kasani and Ari, Kasani could be in trouble.
Oh yeah, they could. Either one of them could just die. This is a super kill lane with the AM and the techies. That being said, you always have to be a little bit careful versus Batrider. The damage that this hero does do is absolutely insane. Flame Break, level 2 Firefly, it kills literally anybody.
All right, what do we make of the lane match up top then? Is it a simple one for Tomato, or can Whisper contest him in lane?
It's a pretty good one for Tomato, I would say. Just because he's got White Mon and stuff too, he's got good armor. Should be pretty okay. Brewmaster, definitely not one of the strongest laners by any means. Whisper, one of the better brews. But I don't know if they can shut down Whisper completely. I think he's still going to get stuff, but I think Tomato should be able to get that solid free farm anyway. And positioning of the lane is always going to matter here too.
And the mid matchup, obviously TSM, they picked the TA up because they wanted to play it against the Void Spirit in this matchup. I mean, how good of a matchup is it for the TA? Is it very one-sided or what?
It's pretty good, yeah. It's pretty damn good. You just like you're so low armor on a Void Spirit that he just melt hits you and you're negative, so then he can just trade with you effectively quite a lot throughout the lane. I believe I saw, I think it was SEA that did this a lot. They like to pick this TA quite a bit versus some of these like lower armor early heroes. Just try to punish it.
We'll see how well Chris can come out of the lane against Bryle.
He won't get completely shut down. I think he still will get his farm, but I think Bryle should come out a little bit ahead there. I keep glancing at bottom because I'm looking at Kasani's mana pool and it's dropping like below. Close to that like 20%, so could just drop at any moment. That's a lot of denies, Owen. I'm just looking top. There's 8 denies on Whisper. What's going on?
Dude, yeah, he's crushing it.
They have the same base damage, too. Like, that's very impressive.
Well, this is just straight up outplay. Like, this is not down to the heroes. There shouldn't be that much of a discrepancy between these 2 cores.
No. It's just, yeah, they're just outplaying with the right clicks, just outplaying with the CS. 9-0 on the Magnus. I would say Mag has, like, actually, they're pretty similar animation. Maybe Mag's slightly better. I actually like Brew's animation. Some people really don't. Tomato?
He's got the skewer on the 2 of them, but
he gets the Lotus.
Looks like Whisper and Matthew just sort of happy to mess around with Tomato away from the lane.
He just wanted the Lotus. He just pulled them. At the moment, Pakaz not getting threatened. And I like that he's gone for this Orb of Venom. They're getting aggressive. Kasani bottom. 2 more hits.
He's out of mana. I mean, here's the kill threat that you talked about in this anti-mage and techies. I think Kasani's got to be careful down here. These 2 heroes, they will kill him.
And Pakaz, I think he's really smart about how he does this. He's playing this lane where he knows they can get kill threat. He buys Orb of Venom. You get like 2-3 hits on either Batrider or Medusa. They're not going to move. Blood Grenade plus Orb of Venom, they're dead. They're just going to get completely chased out here.
I mean, obviously already kind of just having the one death is sort of bad enough, but if they're able to get like another kill in this lane, it feels like this bottom lane is just going to be a complete mess for TSM.
100% agreed.
They've got to be so careful.
Yeah, the thing is, like, you can just do that every time. Like, every time that the snake comes out, you just counterspell it. So throughout the game, throughout everything, throughout the lane, it's not easy by any means.
We'll see Ari head elsewhere. He's going to go towards the mid lane. Make sure that TSM as a team will be able to control both water runes.
But Ari doing that, Ari going toward the mid lane, it helps with the bottle, but it does allow Panda to get a stacked small camp. So now he's going to have to pull, keep the lane back, and that actually makes it pretty impossible for Kasani to get much of anything here once he does get the pull off. Because lane positioning, if you see how Pakaz is doing it, he's just keeping it by the tower.
I mean, we had there as well, Ari, he pops the sentry down trying to get the D-ward off the cliff, but the ward gets taken out too quickly. So he's not going to be able to get that D-ward. It's also soon to expire, so unlikely to have the chance to claim that bounty at all on it.
I mean, top a lot of stuff is going on. I'm just staring at bottom because I think this is like a, I don't want to call it a game winning, but this is like super winning what they're doing in this early game here. Pakaz keeping the lane literally at his tower. Medusa can get literally nothing, and if she steps up too far, she's just dead.
This is definitely the opening for Pakaz to have a very happy game.
Yep. So stacks are going to be the thing that I look at for TSM now. Have to get tons of stacks. They have very greedy 3 cores, so you have to have like, I want to see like honestly like 9-10 stacks by 10 minutes for them to farm up, because you can already feel and you can already tell that it's established that bottom lane is a disaster. Top is also somehow being won from EG, and mid he's actually doing pretty okay. Not doing excellent, but doing okay.
And they come in with a gank on mid. Panda. It's out, Chris out, sort of chase Brawl back. I mean, Brawl's going to be fine, but there's a bit of a beating there. Jump forward. See if he can finish off Ari. Ari out of mana. A couple more hits from Pakaz. It's job done.
Healing
Another
Lotus.
kill, and blinks back up. Pakaz, he's perfectly fine. It's a second kill for him in this bottom lane. I don't know how you recover on this sort of laning situation down there. Meanwhile, in the mid, Brawl. He's lucky to be alive, but he's only just, they don't have detection on him right now, but he's not really got anywhere to go. The Astral Step, the mine thrown out. Brawl goes down. They don't need detection to be able to kill him. They just take him down regardless. Another kill.
And
Matthew's going to go for the TP out. There's nothing to stop it. He's away.
I think we could see that a lot.
This is a hot start for them.
And I think we could see those TPs a lot. We mentioned, what's the stuns? TSM, they've got pretty much none. They have Lasso, Disruption, and a Mag RP as their actual quote-unquote stuns. And yeah, Pakaz gets a solo kill.
Look at this gank
kill
for
mid
Chris.
and top now.
Straight away to the top lane. Ganks Tomato. I mean, we did see on the cams, you know, sort of a few yawns coming out from the members of TSM. I don't think there's any tiredness here from EG. They're fully awake and ready to smash them.
Yeah, and I mean, their draft is hitting on all cylinders. Their lane play so far, hitting everything perfectly. Brew doing excellent in the top matchup. I did not expect him to have this many denies. I thought he'd be close in the last hits, but I thought he'd be behind in denies. Mid's doing well, and yeah, bottom, I think they played this lane actually perfectly with the way the positioning was so far. And they're going to take both Wisdom Runes.
Oh, and he's going to TP out.
And he's out. Oh, brutal.
This is going to be quite the test here for TSM.
Yeah, stacks. Stacks the name of the game. Let's say Ari, yeah, Ari's got like 8 stacks already done, so.
All right,
he's got them prepped.
That's a lot. I mean, I guess the question is, who's getting them? You got like a TA, a Magnus, and a Medusa all eyeing them up.
100%
the TA takes precedent. Yeah.
Yep, 1,000,000%. You cannot let your TA not get these stacks.
I'll help him get towards that first item.
The one thing, though, that what this causes now, and this is why I was very concerned with the greed of the draft, is Magnus wants to jungle. TA wants to jungle. Medusa wants to recover. What's going to happen now where all 3 lanes are free for EG? Pakaz has absolute freedom as an anti-mage in a great AM game, and his Brew and his Void Spirit have free, and the supports can do anything. So let's see what moves they do make. EG looking to play aggressive here, even Pakaz showing up.
They're going to find Whitemon. Tries to defensively disrupt himself, but it's only going to delay the inevitable. There's 4 heroes surround him. Pakaz the one to pick up the kill. More money for the anti-mage.
Brutal stuff. Chris,
well,
he's good.
There's
second trap, actually. He could go down.
Oh, actually, and he's not got any points to assimilate. He actually could be trapped. He's got 10. He's got a full stick.
Let's see, do they have him?
I think with the no points to dissimilate, he doesn't have that extra route of escape. So TSM, they'll get themselves a kill on the board.
Bottom, because big connection at Kasani. He'll have the finish. Another poison. Gonna be close.
Oh, it is.
He got him.
All right. A trade to happen.
Up top, Tomato being dove.
They'll get him with the split. Whisper commits in. And the chaos continues as TSM starting to find a little bit themselves. Chris TP's in bottom. He's able to come in with the backup. Whitemon's still going to try and commit here with the kill with the disruption, then goes for Matthew. Will get it. It does end up just feeding a second kill into the hands of Chris's Void Spirit.
Who cannot maintain.
At least they get some type of kill, but yeah, EG hitting much harder. This Brewmaster's having an unbelievable game. I think, is that the full vessel soon done?
It's on its way out.
It's already up. It's already done. Oh boy. That is, it's 9 minutes, 40 seconds. This is going to do a lot of damage at this point in the game. Ooh, nice play.
Good flame break there to knock back Panda.
Ari?
Trying to get... Ooh, they're still going to go for him. Chris, he's got the catch here with the Astral and the Remnant. Follow-up damage, more than enough. As Chris claims another.
Ryle gets vesseled. Do they have the chase, though? No. 10-3. Anti-Mage getting all the freedom in the world versus this Magnus, versus this Dusa. TA farming, but that's it. TA is the only one really getting that very good farm at the moment.
Yeah, it does feel what sort of like that both the side lanes in particular, right? The bottom lane getting those 2 kills early on that Picard was able to involve himself with, meant that TSM really struggled with getting any sort of pressure enforced on Picard in that matchup. And then top lane, Whisper
how good Whisper did. Yeah.
You don't expect to see this happen in that matchup against the Mag. Normally the Mag should be able to hold their own a bit better in the Mag versus Brew. In
a vacuum, yes, but maybe it is because there's a Shadow Demon behind him, not with that stronger 5 position. So maybe that does actually cause this to happen when there's the Sky, who's a stronger support, to actually play aggressively. So yeah, EG. I mean, I still am astonished that he got so many denies on Whisper, but yeah, a phenomenal start for them. The first 11 minutes, you couldn't ask for more. Could not ask for better for EG.
Verge being able to take down this tier 1 tower with the next wave or so.
TSM, the fact that the early game is a little rough, and the fact they lost both Wisdom Runes, the supports right now are just like, who do we want to play around? Because like we were saying, all 3 cores want to farm. So, see where they look to go to defend or try to defend this tower as their 3 cores are farming. Phylactery done for Kasani.
He gets him a kill here as there was Whitemon. Mystic Flare upon him. He's got Tomato and Ari by his side. Whisper, he'll put the Primal Split. He wants to make sure he can get in and finish off the kill onto the Shadow Demon. Let's see if they can set up anything more. He's in with the Stone Gaze. EG, they're able to turn away. Panda not quite so in time. He does get caught by it. As EG will lose the techies.
Whisper could be in some serious trouble here.
He's pretty deep. Wasn't able to escape in time.
Oh wait, he's just TPing.
Okay, he's just TPing. The RP is there. And Tomato, of course, will happily expend that to help take down Whisper's offlane Brew.
Okay, nice rotation at the least. Kasani shows up. He's the one who's strong at the moment with this Phylactery. Actually ends up zoning them away. And an overextension from EG does cause him to lose 2 heroes. Anti-Mage still free farming though, because I believe that is the Battle Fury done in a second here, about 100 gold. So they do lose some heroes from some overextensions, but not the worst thing in the world.
See here on the replay again. It was quite an aggressive play from EG, of course, with Whisper going as far as he did with that chase as the primal split. And Kasani, a good turn up from him. And with his build as well, right, this Phylactery and looking to get into the bots. He is going to be that hero that should be able to be present in and against any move that EG do try and make against TSM.
He'll be annoying until AM shows up to a fight.
All right.
The moment that the AM jumps in, it's going to be, uh-oh. Now there's a serious target that they have to worry about that could just get mana voided, could get focused, because when you build the Phylactery and stuff like that, when you're playing this offlane, look how big this mana pool is of the Dusa now, too. It's a 1,300 mana pool very early in the game. Quite a bit of damage you could unleash around him. Mid lane, Chris.
Brow's got his next starting picked up. His farm's still looking solid.
He's got the Blink.
The Blink Dagger under the Dragon Lance. Those stacks definitely paying paying off. So a lot really riding on Bryle to be able to have that impact with the farm that he's been fueled up with in these first 13 minutes.
And Blink is really nice versus something like Skywrath. Super squishy. You can like two-shot this hero. You get the meld hits off. Techie's a little bit different, of course, because we're going to be seeing Panda not only go for the Pavis, but of course he has the Taser. And now we're seeing Pakaz farming some big stacks himself that they were getting ready until the Battle Fury was online.
Well, that's true. This is some juicy stuff here for the AM.
Should have some pretty damn good timing on his Manta.
Yeah, good timing on the Manta and good timing on that level 2 Mana Void.
Yeah.
The XP from these.
That being said, though, Tomato, after that whole situation top, he's been able to sit back, just farm, hit creeps. He's also trickling up towards that top network right now. So they are getting some time to hit creeps with their greed on the side of TSM for now. But I think overall, EG, I think Pakaz is like, I'm going to carry this game. Like, I'm getting absolute freedom as an anti-mage versus this matchup here.
Yep. He's getting a Wisdom Rune as well.
Yep.
Pump up that level 12. I mean, what will sort of be the time where we'll see Pakaz turn up? Is it with the Yash alone, or you just wait for the full Manta?
Just wait for the Manta.
Yeah.
Nothing's really happening on the map. I'm not sure if you feel bad. Maybe, I don't know, maybe, do you feel bad as EG when you like know that these 3 cores are just like kind of sitting back farming? Maybe you do want to make a little bit more moves yourselves, but maybe just a little bit. You also don't want to overextend when your AM is just free farming. I know it's, you know, easier said than done. As we see TSM, they're just shoving waves out, so not really easy to find them at the moment. Bryle. Ari. Taser. Nice bonk.
Good flame break. Yeah. Ari being very solid with these, making sure the Pandas are not able to jump away.
Ooh, he placed an Obs Ward, and it's actually in the sentry.
Oh,
See ya.
Nice little bonus for Whitemon there.
Cool. And Ari is going down a little bit of a different build that we've seen from time. So he's going Solar Crest. He's just looking to amp up his greedy cores. (11-6). Game is significantly slowed down. Tomato, they're hitting hard on TSM. Tomato, if he is left alone, he could do some serious damage. How's the level?
Bryle's super close to the Deso.
Yeah,
and when he's
getting
got that
big.
Blink Deso Dragon Lance, he will have those core kind of trio of items that Tia can really start to pop off with.
He's getting quite a lot. I mean, what level 2? 14?
Level 14.
What's the next highest level? And 13 because he is getting close. EG, maybe, I think they are waiting. It looks like they are just going to wait for the Manta before they go for a full timing of just taking a team fight. But TSM, they're getting a lot out of the map here. Tomato, I think that is the Harpoon done. So now he has ways to easy catch heroes. And Whisper's still not quite level 12. So still only the level 1 split. The problem with level 1 split is it could just get killed versus a Magnus and a TA.
See which side wants to kick it off all first.
I think TSM, they're content because they have that greed, right? So they're sitting back farming. So I think it is. I think EG now Manta's done. Now they can look to get Pakaz involved. So I would think that they're gonna maybe look for something here, but maybe it is just gonna be a bit more of a calm sit back kind of game.
I mean, I guess yeah, Pakaz he's queuing up the Halberd next. So
yeah,
maybe you're saying, you know, let me get the Halberd, and then with the Manta to the Halberd, he can. You know,
Tomato
sort of defensively disrupted. Whisper still wants to commit for this fight here with the Primal Split. Tomato drops the RP here onto the Brewlings.
They're
Whisper,
dying.
see if they can kill him through it. He's backing away. He's going to throw in one final stun over the way of Whitemon. See if he can retreat from this.
They lassoed it.
As a third ult. They get the kill. It takes all the 3 of the big ults there. The Stone Gaze, the RP, and the lasso.
Okay.
Of course, give the freedom for EG to be able to jump back in, take a kill against Whitemon.
Tomato.
I mean, do EG feel okay with that? I mean, would you be happy losing your brew in return for 3 ults being thrown down on him, or?
I don't think you're horribly upset. It just depends on what happens, how you take advantage of it in the next few moments, right? Can they get a setup now that these ults are on cooldown? Because if TSM just gets away with that, then it feels good for TSM. But yeah, we saw that that actually was the level 2 split, by the way. So even the level 2 split just can get focused fired from TSM at the moment. So now, yeah, EG, they're looking to hit. They're trying to get something out of those ults being used.
Mardo. He's going to drag Matthew over towards the reach of Bra. Picard, he's in. Jumps forward on top of Tomato. Man of Void comes in. Not enough damage to kill Tomato straight away. White Man attempts to protect him with the disruption, but they're in onto Bra. Jump forward from Panda. Gets pretty much the 3-man stun off there onto all 3 cores. Tomato and Bra taken down. And now Picard, he's got the freedom to chase on for more. Double kill for Whispers. They bring down Whitemon. They'll trap and kill Kasani. Only Ari to make it out for now.
And they do take advantage.
Escape.
Yep.
They do indeed. That's a big hit.
They make the move. Exactly. Big stuff. That's a very decisive hit there from EG. Picaz now. Which one did he get? He got both kills? Yeah. He got Kasani and Tomato. Most important ones. Buys the Talisman Evasion early, so he's got this to be able to show up to the fights too. And yeah, now it matters.
That's sort of, you know, what we were concerned about, right, with Picaz having as good of an opening as he has had this game. You just know when he's on his anti-mage, he's going to pick the perfect time to fight, and it doesn't really get much better than this sort of move that EG make.
Perfect stuff. Great connection from Panda onto both heroes that matter there, and yeah, everything already expended. They can't actually go. So Chris, they're trying to set up for him, but he's got more than enough to escape. Gau's even just blinking in, incredibly confident. He's got the Manta. Split.
I mean, they could maybe go back in for this. Off to the sides. Chris is taken down by Bryle.
Tomato's alive
in the mid. The Stone Gaze from Kasani is going to be able to hold them back a little longer. I should say the Whisper's still in on top of Tomato. They'll still get the kill. Now Picard will jump over towards Whitemon. Another kill to be found. They have to start backing off at TSM. As Kasani caught by the stun. Whisper here with the primal split here, causing a whole lot of chaos for TSM as TSM are having a run. Picard, he's ready to dive underneath the tower. In onto Kasani. He's out of mana. Will be going down to the anti-mage. Picard's with a double. Now just over towards Ari and Bra. The last 2 left alive. It's going to be more here for Picard's. Triple kill for the anti-mage.
He's getting literally everything. Level 18 now. Halberd is he just had this Talisman Evasion before that last fight.
2K gold on top
full
of this.
Halberd, 2K. Yeah. I like that he chose the Gossamer Cape too. I think this is actually a really good item this game versus all the physical cores of the side of TSM. Gets that little bit of a dodge hit so he can man up even more. He's pretty much immortal now at this point. 8-1 and 5. He is massive.
I think, you know, a lot of people watching as well could have definitely sensed that there was the potential for a bit of an anti-mage problem be coming out this game, and it's certainly here. That's because they can't touch him. They really can't. Level 18. See if Tomato can set anything up around the tier 2. Try and jump forward on towards Panda. Matthew going for the TP out, but Brawl has the damage to take him down in time.
Panda.
I'll get one of them. And they get the second support. Looking for Panda. Oh. He's out. Not enough damage and not quite on target there, but the skewer had to go for it blind across the cliff. He makes it out safely.
TSM got to get something big here. They have to find Picaz. If they don't find Picaz in these next few moments, it feels like this game is going to just be completely out of control. Mines, it's going to scout them immediately too. Ari can't go for the grab. All right. They're going to go for the rush. I mean, this is as desperate as it feels.
I mean, will EG be aware of this, do you reckon? Yeah,
I would imagine so.
They've hit it with the scan.
Oh, yeah. They saw the mines. They're coming.
Gotta go soon. I mean, they've got Split and Whisper. He's got the full Octarine, so he's more than happy to just pop the ult.
Oh, boy. Ari.
This could be a rough spot. TSM, they've got to get out. It's because they're looking for Ari to simulate in. Ari, he's gone. The rest of TSM in Bryle and Kasani, they're still hanging around. Kaz jumps forward. RP and Stone Gaze is available if Tomato and Kasani are able to find the combo. Here's the Stone Gaze. Disruption will hold back Picard for now, but he'll blink back to safety. That's the Stone Gaze gone.
Big stun.
Now Picard, he's ready to get back in. Panda jumps forward, catches both Tomato and Kasani. Picard finishes off Whitemon. Now he's over towards Kasani. Tomato and Bryle, they're looking to try and take down at least a support in return, but they cannot do so. Everybody dead on TSM, and nobody to fall on EG. As this game fogged, this might just be the beginning of the end.
It's done and dusted, Owen. The Picard's just... Yep, they waited. They actually just did wait. As soon as he had Manta, shows up, and the fight is completely dominant. Whisper with an... I mean, honestly, it's all because of Whisper, causing that bait bottom. Triple ult's being used, and then they take advantage of it. EG. I mean, the draft overall does look a lot easier, I guess you could say, to just actually make moves and play, and just have all this way of actually setting up kills and getting your heroes to jump in and out. For TSM, as we said, very greedy. No stuns. So incredibly difficult for you to take straight on team fights.
Very, very difficult spot now for TSM to recover.
All right, Pakaz has a full Scotty now. Second, so
23 minutes in.
playing versus the TA, playing versus the Dusa. Those two are completely, effectively shut out of the game now with that Scotty finished, and the Magnus can't actually fight for this either. Oh, and now they even have the Techie Shard. So another layer of defensive capability besides just the Pavis. Oh, and Halberd. Didn't see Panda got that too, but
Gosh, there's so many disarms.
so much disarm.
Tomato, Bro, they're barely going to get any attacks off in these fights.
Yeah. Love the way that they itemized and everything.
They can go high ground, EG. What are you going to do about it here if you're TSM?
Nothing. I don't know if you can stop this. I don't know. I don't think you can touch Pakaz anymore. And I don't think you even have the damage to kill Chris. You maybe have damage to kill one of the isolated cores. But they're not even looking for it.
I just take a free racks. Very, very simple stuff here now for EG. Playing the rest of this one out. TSM is going to have to come in with quite the surprise, considering the spot they're playing from. They have a chance of turning this one.
Yeah, the greed this time around just definitely not paying off. And the lanes overall, I think they had to. Like, you have to crush lanes somehow. You can't have two lanes go a step away when you're playing this draft versus something like this from EG when they have more team fight, easier ways to make moves and everything too. It's too greedy from TSM. Getting punished because he's feeling good. No
he
fear.
can go where he wants. He can go where he wants, blink on whoever he fancies. His Whitemon's out.
I don't waste my time.
Another one.
But yeah, Picard's just jumping into the four of them. He's got the Sages as well.
Tomato.
Nothing to fit it for the anti-mage. They're chasing him down. He'll get the skewer off. We'll manage to keep alive for now.
Oh, do you know actually? It's gonna be pretty silly, but did they fix the Scotty thing with VKB, or was that intended?
I think it's intended, right?
Okay.
Who knows?
Who knows?
But I don't think it changed. But they didn't change it back. It's mid lane. EG, now take the second set here. See if TSM can pull together one final attempt at a defense. Doesn't look like it. Just having to watch their barracks get taken away from the Mari. We'll find a lasso.
On the sky.
See if they can kill him. They can. They'll get Matthew.
Cause it.
Cars does jump in, but he's going to be ready to jump out.
They'll get him the once.
They do it a second time. It's Whisper and Chris, they're playing around with Kasani. They don't have the immediate catch. They do have the disruption after the blink. There's a chance they could kill him here. RP comes out. They'll get him. They will manage to kill Pakaz. It's something here for TSM. They did, of course, already lose that second set of racks in the mid lane. But a little bit, a very slight glimmer of hope here for TSM as they will keep the game going.
Yeah, they just need Pakaz to kill himself a couple more times like that. He literally blinked under tier 4s. A death that, I mean, TSM, they're going to be happy about getting that kill, but a kill that doesn't really add up to too much in the long runs of things. It's still going to be same exact pretty much thing when EG respawns. When AM is back up, it's time to just shove it down the top lane. These other two lanes are going to naturally push. Chris is actually just getting aggressive here. Him in the sky. Another halberd. Chris having one too. Bryle, they might actually catch him off guard. I mean, they're thinking about it. Chris is insane.
He's just going to go straight in, jump in, take down the supports by the looks of it. Whitemon, he's out. And they'll lose Matthew for it, so support for support.
So unnecessary to do this. CG, but whatever. Like, they have a ward there, so they're like, we gotta kill the supports. They're just blood hungry. Chris, wanting a power rune. Gonna spawn top, it's an invis. Pakaz claiming more wisdom runes for himself.
They can wait for Matthew to be back up to go again. They can also wait for Whisper to get his Radiant stun. He's very close.
Oh yeah, he's getting pretty close. He's level 18. I think that's the bigger timing. I think they likely can just look to go again. Because these two, yeah, mid and bottom, they're going to naturally shove in to the side of TSM. So I think for, yeah, EG likely can just cluster, look to go for this next big push. TSM, any... What do they got? I mean, the one thing for TSM's draft, the thing is, yeah, they are getting some items. Like, they're getting the Ags on the Deuce, and now they have these blinks for the plays around the base. It's just, they're just get too big on EG. Because and they've lost too much of the base. Otherwise, I could say maybe some, like, lasso plays and skewers could perhaps trickle some back things in. But I think at this point now, it's not up to TSM. It's up to, like, EG to throw this game away, really. Because even if they get a couple of these base skewers, there's ways for EG to play around it. And it looks like they are going to wait for that Radiance, though. Whisper. About to have it done. Before EG does group up.
Maybe some sort of blink RP combo into...
They'll need a big one.
The snake of the Ags Medusa, the Stone Gaze. Maybe. And
Maybe.
if indeed Picard gets as deep as he did last time.
Ari?
Also out the split.
Okay. Whisper. Whisper looked pretty afraid at the initial go there. I think he was expecting like 5 heroes on top of himself. So no Bruce split right now, TSM. They take advantage of this by any means. Sorry. Lasso still is up. They're gonna look for something. Can they catch these heroes off guard? And can they 100-0 them? They need everyone hitting them. Like, cause Chris is tanky. Chris just found a shield rune as well too. If he pops this, it's gonna be very difficult for them to bring him down through double evasion shield rune. I guess they have to have demonic purge, so the shield rune would have been as rolled. Smoke. They know that they're making that move. Base is being pushed in from creeps. TSM has to address it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And looks like EG, they're setting up for the more safe play instead of just going straight down top. Panda, he's prepping for the Rosh. The mines, they're being laid all over the place. Rosh, we'll find out in 20 seconds.
I think for TSM, where do you sort of take your final fight? Do you try and risk it around the Roshan out in the map, or do you do it on the high ground?
Jeez, don't know if you can even contest down here. Contesting versus the Radiant Roshan is terrifying when the other team has had time to set up for it. It's tough to say because it almost feels like they have to, but it is a long respawn, so TSM. We get to maybe finish another item before they look to have to fight. And EG, they have a lot of gold to spend. I believe Chris Lucky has a full Scotty now too. He is getting very strong, if that's what he wants to commit for. He changed his mind.
All right, I like it. They've already got Scotty on the
It's
team.
all physical.
Yeah, AC's going to help close down the game.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I could tell that he was thinking about it because he didn't insta-purchase. Pakaz, full butterfly on top of his halberd. What's his evasion looking like? He's at 57% evasion on this anti-mage right now. And the true strike, it is, I believe, just a quiver that I saw in the TA. Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of misses. And there's a lot of halberds, there's a lot of pavises and stuff to throw onto this AM too. They're in. DD on Pakaz.
Ari's going to try and get the jump. It's on to Matthew. So you're going deep with the dissimulates here, Chris. Tomato's going to put the BKB. They've got the Stone Gaze as well. They'll take down Matthew. Ari, he'll tick out to the Spirit Vessel. Pakaz is going to look to choose his targets. We'll go for Whitemon first. They jump the Shadow Demon, take him down. 2 supports to fall on TSM.
Kasani.
So got the control onto Kasani. Buying time for Chris and Pakaz to close in on the Medusa. Take down a third hero. And with that, get the push up to the base.
An easy fight for EG. They just waltz right through them.
Yes, and they don't have buyback on Kasani. Still on cooldown after that earlier defense. We'll have Ari and Whitemon up in 10 seconds or so. See if they can do anything here as their tier 4s taken down here by EG.
Trial has BKB.
He's going to have to press it. And he's got to back away. They're even close to killing him off. Tomato will get the
throne's
spear
dying.
onto Panda. They'll get him inside the base. They also have the lasso and drag Chris in. The rest of EG&D trying to close it up. TSM, they found 2 kills. Maybe they can push EG back with this. Jump forward from Bra. They'll kill off Matthew. TSM, they're able to defend.
Alrighty, and Whisper, looks like they should get him too.
They do. They get another.
Okay, alright.
The defense is had.
They got too close to the fountain, Owen, versus the Mag and the Bat. Get punished. What can TSM do from here? Orchid now on the Magnus.
They've got the timing where Roshan is up.
Roche is up. If they
Yeah,
can
they can
catch
get-
Pikaz, this would be enormous, but it is very
I don't know
difficult
if they
to
can
kill him.
Pikaz.
I
Yeah.
don't know either. They will, I mean, they will go for this Roche, though. The mines, they're going to detonate,
They
and the
should get
heroes
it.
on EG are going to respawn soon.
I mean, but actually, yeah, I guess Pikaz, honestly, he could probably mess with them on his own.
Him and the
Try and
techies.
slow down
Whisper's
the
just going to
Roche.
buy. He doesn't want to give this up. Uh-oh, TSM.
They're going to try and force
I mean, they
it.
have to commit for this. You
Yeah,
absolutely
they have
have to.
They have to go for this risk.
Lasso on the brew.
It is there on a Whisper. They get the jump. Pikaz, he's going to head into the pivot. The disruptions there, and TSM, they'll
Aegis.
be able to claim the Aegis on Briar. They look towards Pikaz, but the blink's back up. He'll make it away. Stun out on towards Ari. They'll jump the Batrider. Ari gone.
Kasani in trouble.
And they just have to bail out now, TSM. If Briar
Oh, yeah.
can get out, but he can't.
He can't.
Tries for the TP. Whisper's going to be able to throw him up in the air. They put a stop to the TP of Briar. They'll be able to kill him off the once and almost certainly the twice. As TSM, they went for the risk. They did get the Roche. They did get the Aegis, but once again, it cost them too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's the move that they have to make. They have to go for this Roche, but it's a great buyback, really, from Whisper. Causing that fight to be forced. They just get the full cleanup pretty much on everybody that matters.
And he'll buy a Rapier because he's had enough.
Oh, it's time to end.
You know, he's like, all right, teammates,
I mean,
if you're going to be getting close to the fountain, I've got to close this one off.
I mean, Throne's exposed. There's no glyph. Should just be able to end it. Buybacks will come out. He's probably going to tell his team, guys, go mess with them. I'll hit the Throne. More buybacks coming in. Chris.
10 seconds until Kasani. Chris just hitting the Ancient on his own. He's already taken it down to half HP. Pikaz being very careful with how he commits. He's going to go in now. He's going to be able to Manta, but the Ancient's exposed.
It's
They're
dying.
looking to close it up.
The catapults.
Kasani pops the Stone Gaze, but yeah, they won't be able to stop that push. GG is called.